This is the alumni's version of paperclipping. I used to think that razor blades and men had a lot in common because they would slice the pizza quicker than they would cut the cheese. I said, "Mommy, please, my lungs are closing, my wrists are bleeding. I can't understand why he would cut that cheese." The sun speaks to the moon as if the benches can't hear. And the dogs chase mice as if they were cats, and the cats chase cats as if they were dogs, and I can't understand why. Someone tell me, who told the mustard to speak to the ketchup? I mean, if you must catch up, then relish in the moment.
Yeah.
Is that sour, Miss Kraut? Guess not. But he had no clout with her because he was with him and he was with her and then she was with her.
What?
What? But I could never understand why the bottoms of his feet looked like space. Black. Barren, as if he was walking on the clouds, playing kickball with the planets,
Yes.
and playing basketball with the sun. But it was too hot for him. So he drank the moon because it was white and ice is white, and I guess he thought they were the same thing. But they weren't. And the grass speaks to the clouds as if the clouds could do something about the rain. But wait, the clouds give off the rain. God said, "Let it rain." I said, "Make it rain." It makes no sense. Make it rain, trick. Make it rain, trick. But I thought tricks were for kids. But most oftentimes they were not. And they were portrayed as if they really meant something. Throw cash at her. Watch her take off her top. Throw cash at him. Watch him take off his top. But it's the top of his head. Not the top in which should be enclosed on his body. Not the envelope that should be sealed. I never really understood why Adam ate that fruit. I guess Eve was convincing enough. And that serpent slithered through the garden as if there were no holes around, but the holes most oftentimes are in the garden. They're not putting water on plants. They're creating seeds in the garden that they know they can't nourish or take care of. Mother Nature told Father Time not to reproduce with the Easter Bunny. I guess Santa Claus was just jealous. Because Jack Frost was always cold, so is it just ice or just ice? Because it seems as though the government just tells us to chill. I guess that's why we always skate by on things in which that should have importance. I mean, do your test and pass the butter. I don't know why I would pass the butter. But the cow jumped over the moon to play with the forks and the spoons, but the knives got jealous. And the wooden spoons would laugh as they hang from the closet. We hang from the closet in which we enclose ourselves in. Because sometimes it's hard to come out when you're hanging in the closet. I guess that's why the light shines down on us. Because if you look down on someone, then they have to look up to you, but you can't look around. And he never liked geometry because squares and circles never agreed, because the triangles could equal a flat line. The rectangles are long, and he didn't like circles, so I guess that's why he was never around anymore. I never understood it. The tops of the trees and the bottoms of the plants would often argue. because they couldn't understand the branches of the government. But if you get to the root of the problem, then you will understand the branches will eventually leave the tree of life. But if the bottoms of the foundation aren't strong enough to hold the bricks, then I guess we're just throwing bricks in a glass house, shattering the pieces of our lives in which should be put back together, but all we need